Morning all, Monday morning. First job of the day is loading corn. I forgot to drop the paperwork down here for Harry, so I've had to rush down here first thing to get the grain passports for him, the red tractor approval. So the trailer's being loaded as we speak. The next one's very nearly here already, so we'll get both lorries loaded in the next half an hour or so, and then back to the yard and see what's on for the day. I know we've got one seed corn delivery that we've got just a ton coming, because we've got a re-drill one field that was into winter wheat that I have showed you previously. We're cutting our losses on that one, and we're gonna have to stick something else in just because we thought it might never come, and yeah, half the field is just a write-off, so we'll see that later on. And also just a quick one to say thank you to everyone for supporting the channel, for watching the videos, liking the videos and subscribing. It's brilliant. I'll try and keep the videos coming and try and come up with some interesting content for you. So you can see from the comparison of the video at the end of last week, there's a decent chunk taken out the front of this the store now. 3 lorries came yesterday, and most of this lorry's now been loaded, so it has been eaten back. You see we've got the blowers in there, keeps the air circulating around the crop so that it doesn't warm up. That's what the pipe work is there. It's electric cable. We've got blowers on top of these stacks, so that ensures that the grain stays cool, has air circulating through it all the time. We just watch Harry come back around and tip this bucket. We reckon we've worked out a way of cutting those flights on the beet harvester. So I've just come up to borrow a blowtorch off of our friends at Steve Bradford builders of wonderful houses like that, so we can warm up a knife and cut through. Shout out to Steve and Jamie Bradford. So we're just up here at the beet harvester, and we thought we were gonna cut every flight, but Dad's drilled holes in the flights, which then look like, as they pass around the sprocket here, the tooth of the sprocket will go through the hole, and there's no need to cut every single flight. We can just drill a hole in each one. So we're just going to drill a few more, see that it works properly, and then hopefully we'll be up and running. So we've got some flights that are hanging off the web a little bit that we don't want the sprocket to pull off, so we're going to cut the ends of those off. Got the blowtorch to make the knife hot. It goes through a lot easier than without. Quick view from inside the hopper of the beet harvester. don't get in here often, so I thought I'd show you around. So Beet comes up here, in, hits the auger, and then you land in the hopper, held until we unload, and then up the elevator. You see we've drilled these holes. I actually did this one myself. And yeah, that's how the beet harvester works from inside. Hopefully now, this afternoon, we'll be digging. So it looks like we've sorted the beet harvester issue. Just changed a few rollers, changed those sprockets, and then sorted the flights out now. So we should be good to do it harvesting now this afternoon. I'm just going to show you what kind of ground conditions we've got at the moment, because for March this is absolutely crazy. The ground is absolutely rock hard, cracked open, bone dry, which for March is absolutely crazy. We've got some beet fields up just the other side of that hill to crack on with next, and we'll see what the ground's like up there. But yeah, at the moment it's unheard of conditions, really. George has just finished the first 100 acres of Winter Wheat T0s for the season. We've now got a winter wheat herbicide to do on some later drilled stuff. So we are now well underway with our fungicide plans. We've got 100 acres down, about 600 or more so to go for the T0s. And George will be pretty flat out now for the next couple months. Nice to see, it'll be nice to see the old girl out there covering some acres. So the beet harvester lives. All the fixes have worked. We're going again. Sent 3 trailers off already. Will's just on the last one of the day. Another pretty spectacular view going on. You may notice that the front wheel there of the topper has got a little bit of a problem. It's literally, something's just snapped on it coming up the hill now. So we're going to have to take the wheel off and take it back to the yard just to weld a little piece on. But for the time being, it's not causing any issues. So Will's just gonna, this is literally his last load of the day. And then he's got to fill up Andrew's tractor, and then tomorrow we'll be harvesting again. So he's got to go back and sort that wheel out now tonight, so that we can dig all day tomorrow and fill the store right up. So as you've seen from other videos, we don't tend to follow the beet harvester around the field too much. Let the harvester come back to you and fill up. I'm not sure which side Will's planning on going, whether he's going to reverse back in or... No, he's spinning round. We'll just watch him unload. Andrew out in the field on an important business call. For those of you that don't know, Andrew is a veteran of the business. He's worked for Dad for about 28 years now, I think it is. So we are now on the final straight of the beet harvest for this year. This is our final 33 acre block. After what they've done today, probably less than 30 acres left. So give it a couple of weeks, and I think we'll be all done for this year's beet harvest, and we'll be fully on to beet ground prep, beet drilling, maize ground prep and maize drilling, and it won't be long until we are on first cut grass silage as well, which I know a few of you have been looking forward to. We are just walking through some of our late drilled winter wheat now. George is just down on one of the fields on the flat down there spraying. We'll catch him for a second. He's sticking a herbicide on this. It's a week, 10 days away from its T0, and as it was late drilled, it never had the herbicide weed control in kind of late January, February time that some of our earlier wheats did. So we're giving it that now just to attack some of the weeds, and then in kind of 10 days time it will start on its fungicide plan that some of the early wheats have had their first fungicide earlier today. So George is down here spraying this small field within this block. We've got about 50 to 55 acres. I'll stand still because I realise that I'm jogging the camera quite a lot. It's a pretty hazy day, but this is another nice block of ground to work on. Lovely view of the estuary. So it's just backing into the corner. So that he covers all the crop, and then he'll get himself primed and get going. So as I mentioned earlier, it'll be a really busy time now for the sprayer. We've got over 700 acres of our own wheat that will be hitting its fungicide plan now, plus another probably 200 acres of wheat for customers, on top of then maybe the same again for barley, similar again for oats. So it's a busy time for him to keep on top of. We have got a couple of other spray operators within the business that can kind of offer relief, so that'll be happening. It'll be a busy time for him, but yeah, we're sure he'll keep up. And yeah, obviously as that dies down, once the spring crops are in the ground, the maize is in the ground, the beets in the ground, we'll have pre-ems and weed controls on them pretty quickly after the fungicide plan on the wheats comes to a close. So it'll be a busy couple of months, but yeah, that's what it's all about. And yeah, that's where I'll leave the video today. It's been a bit of a shorter one because I was out and about helping with the beet harvester and kind of missed a few things I could have shown you, but tomorrow will be busier. We've got potentially a new piece of equipment to show you tomorrow, and yeah, plenty of harvesting, washing, etc. And we'll see what the plan is, as it can change daily. Thank you very much for watching. and hopefully this week brings plenty of good clips for you to watch, and I'll try and keep on top of it and bring you the best videos I can. Cheers.